Morning. Alright, this is one that I haven't done in a while. And they've released some new content for it. It was in testing on the test servers. And then it went live. Oops. Oh. Sorry. Then it went live not long ago. Bit rusty. Had to take a break from streaming because I caught COVID. I'm not sure how good my voice is going to be today, whether or not it can cope with it. Morning. Alright, this is one that I haven't done in a while. Wait a minute. And they've released some new content for it. It was in testing on the test servers. I messed up, you can guarantee. Right, a bit rusty, yeah. Streaming. So this is Wurm Online. My old favourite game. I've been playing this since it was in beta, which was over 20 years ago now, 2003. This is my deed. Let's get to the end of here, might get a better view. What's that over there? No idea. Probably some flotsam. And this, I've sort of lived here since about 2014. Another alt founded it, and then this character came over from Exodus and started to develop the deed. Now I'll show you where we are. This is the White Horse. Death Inc. is another deed of mine that belongs to an alt, and we are not far from Whitefay. Let's start a village on the Xanadu map. Where are we? We'll step too far down. That's Hammer Lake. Yeah, Whitefay, White Horse, and Death Inc. And I've got another alt's deed over here for when I want to go sailing. Right. So I did. I thought, what's the best way to find a Goblin Camp? And I had a load of treasure maps. Xanadu's huge, and I thought, let's go do some treasure maps. So I had an 80 quality one and a 77 quality one, and a few others. So I ended up doing about 3 or 4 treasure maps in the end, but I went all over the place, and eventually I was doing my last clue, and I was somewhere over near Baroque, coming down here. Actually no, because we had to go on the bridges that are around here as well, so I think I might have been over here too. And the one that I found, let's have a look. Yeah, because we've got all the bridges around here. The one that I found, I think, was in the middle of this. I'll insert a picture because I'm going to edit this anyway. But I'll insert the picture that I took of the camp. It was a big camp. It had 5 watchtowers. And it took me forever to do. I had to, because I'd done the majority of the 2 treasure maps, I used up most of my cotton, and I was wandering around on this wagon as well. So I wagoneered another crate of cotton over. Well, obviously that took forever to get there. So I was wandering around a lot of the time trying to forage cotton and make various healing bits and pieces so that I could carry on killing the goblins in the camp. Right, 2 of the bits I think I put in here. If you're wondering about all this, this is all archaeology stuff, mostly. There we go, there's a couple of the bits. Let's see what these look like. Oh, they're skinned as well. Hold on, let's take that off. So that's like a bucket skin on it. Where are we? It has the goblin's makeshift headgear skin applied to it. Yeah, so that's that one. What does that one look like? It's sort of a little grey cap. Peasant wool cap. What skin has that got then? It has the goblin's unsanitary cap skin applied to it. Fair enough. Put them back in there. I need to find somewhere better to store the stuff. Yeah, those were from the chest. Mine had 2 chests behind locked gates. So I bashed down the gates and then lock picked the chests eventually. I've got no lock picking skill virtually at all. I'd only just managed to make lock picks. Oh yeah, we had 3 of these. Where's the other one? I've renamed this one because I'm going to use it. 53 quality one and a 65 quality one, and that one which is 80, and I think they act like your normal tent. That's my normal tent. I've renamed it because I nearly always forget it. Put these here in a minute. Oop. Put that one back. So yeah, I got 3 of those. There were a lot of goblins there. I'll put all this stuff up here because I haven't sort of filled out this properly yet. So we've got loads of these. I think there's 21 altogether. And they're different woods, so you can see the different colours. I've got an alt named mortality down at Death Inc. and her deed is sort of decorated with tombstones and coffins because that's the theme of her deed. So what I'll probably do is give her some of these to take down there. There's also I've got 2 stacks of bone piles, which are another thing that you can pick up. So once you've cleared all the goblins in the camp, you can loot all the stuff in it, and this is all the stuff that is in it. So these are lying around on the floor, these are dotted around. Those 3 tents were sort of fairly in the middle. These are dotted around the fencing on the outside. And the one that I had, it had 5 watchtowers, completely fenced in. There were 2 crude gates, one of which I lockpicked my way in while under attack, but I think I did it on the 3rd try, which was probably really lucky actually. But yeah, this is the loot that we picked up. So we got, I think it's over 20 of those, about 8 of these, and there's, how many have we got? 7 of these, all different woods, so they come in all nice different colours. These are the 2 chests that were locked behind yet another sort of crude fencing and crude gate. And you had to lockpick these. You can't bash them. You can move them around. You can't load them when they're locked. So yeah, it took me a while to do them, but I actually did manage to get into them. And then there was these nice barrels as well. Again, in different woods. I haven't kept it true to what was in there. Right, so we've got the spell gems. That's all the spell gems that were in the 2 chests. These are torches that were dotted around the camp as well that I've taken. I've got some on display, so I'll show you what they look like in a minute. These are all the skulls that I got from the camp. I think it was something like 65, where are we? 30, 40, 50, 60, yeah, 65 goblins I had to kill. One of them was a champ. And you get rangers and chemists up in the towers, so they're shooting at you and throwing like fire potions at you. And I'm not an archer. I haven't done hardly any archery at all, so what you can do with the watchtowers is bash them, and as you bash them, eventually the goblins fall down and then you can kill them. So what I did was cleared all the ground ones first, went off and licked my wounds an awful lot, because this camp took ages to do. Then I came down, came back, and started to take each tower out, and then ran away, healed, and came back, and so on and so forth. So eventually managed to take out all of those, and then loot it. Right, where did I put all the... Where did I put all the weapons? I suddenly realised as well I've got 2 2 weapons that are going to decay quite quickly. But I probably need to store in a large magic chest instead. Aha. There we go. Oh no, they haven't taken any damage. Let's see what these look like. I haven't tried these on yet, actually, so... Yeah, these look like one of the ones that they were actually holding. I think it was Goblin Brute. It's a bit dark in here, actually. It has the Goblin's spiky cudgel skin applied to it. So we had 2 of those. Goblin's rusted blade skin. That must be the longsword one. Are they all the same? Yeah. So we had 4 longswords, 3 copper, 1 zinc. Come this way. Well, that looks quite nice. It's about as close as I can get to it. So it looks slightly different. The different metal one. Yeah, that's coppery blade. That's quite nice. Not ideal metals though. Unfortunately, no iron at all. So that one's Goblin's covert shank. It's like a little dagger. So yeah, we've got 2 carving knives and 3 butcher knives. So what's on the butcher knife? Goblin's contaminated scalpel. Ugh. Oh, that's quite nice. Quite dark. That was a lead one. Bronze one, yeah, they are slightly different colour. So that lead one's really, really dark. That's sort of a reddish. Bronze one. Electrum, this should be sort of goldish then. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the weapons and whatnot I got out of it. 100 quality for one of them. What's the lowest then? 65 for a butcher and knife. So this is what was in the chest as well. Funny thing was, I got all the skulls, but the goblins didn't drop any meat. So I'm not sure if that was a bug or not. But I bug reported it anyway, just in case, because you'd expect them to drop meat as well, just like normal goblins do. So yeah, that was fun to do. Took a while. Nice new content. Oh, I nearly forgot the other little bit of new content that I've been doing. Which I might go and do now. But I do have some treasure maps I could go and do as well. Where are we? Oh, right. Yeah, this is all archaeology stuff mainly, and this, and that. All of these, all of that, various shields, and then I've got more archaeology stuff in here. More archaeology stuff there, and then a bit archaeology mad, but where are we? Where's the skills? I've got a lot of stuff, but then my skill is fairly high. Got 99.7 in archaeology, and the restoration is lagging behind, but we're getting there. This is how I store my archaeology stuff. So, fissures, which are the holy sites that are related to archaeology. That stuff's in here. This is even more archaeology stuff. And most of these are full and need repairing. But the actual fragments, most of it is in here. I think I might have some on the wagon. So when I come back with a load of fragments, I'll chuck them in here and I'll sort them out. See what I can make of them. But the one that I'm interested in at the moment, they've released new fragments. I think I put them in here because I haven't done another bag for them yet. So large carts, wagons are new fragments, and they've also done I've got any in here? Might have some in the alloy. Metal brush. That's the other new fragment that they've released, so you can do metal brushes now in archaeology. But the more exciting one is obviously the large cart and the wagon. The wagon even more so, because you can get, rarely, a wagon from a different kingdom on a combine. So these are the ones that I've had so far. I've only got 10, and if they've got a name next to them, they are from a cache, because I like to keep track of my fragments from various caches. So yeah, 13 large cart ones, 10 wagon ones, so that's something else that I want to do as well. So I've done a lot of the local sites. If I find somewhere that's looks like it's been a deed, might go and do that. Trying to think Oh, the other thing as well, it absolutely ruined my gear doing those two treasure maps and the Goblin Camp. That armor started off at 90 because I did fresh armor, and the legs as well. I think they were about 80 or 90, so they went down a lot. The axe actually held up pretty good. That was one of my fisher ones that I just grabbed, so I thought, oh, it's going to be better. So I think that one started off as 95, so I lost quite a bit of that too. But the worst was the breastplate. That went down loads. That'll do for a little while. I'll probably have to swap it out for a better one. Oh, the horses as well. The goblins attack your horses, and I was using this wagon. And I've never done a goblin camp before, so I didn't know what to expect. So I rode straight up to the gate to try and go in, and the first two horses actually crossed over the gate line. So the gate was locked, but they went over, and they ended up being disconnected from the wagon and killed straight away. So I was like, oh my god! So turn around, run away, obviously. What the hell am I going to do now? I've got two dead horses locked behind a gate, so I've got to at least get in there and get the equipment back from the horses. So I spent some time. I disconnected this one and rode round on him, trying to find anything else that I could hitch to the wagon, and I was lucky. I managed to find, I think it was 2 horses and about 4 bison wandering around. So I hitched the bison on the front, went back, and the little goblins were still shooting at the horses and at me, and they took out another horse. So I ended up with just this horse left and 3 bison trying to get into this camp. So that was a bit of a nightmare. That was a bit scary. And what I ended up doing is wandering off nearby, putting down a tent, because obviously I was so far from home and from a starter deed, and hitching one of the horses to it, one of the wild horses, so that at least I've got a way out if it all goes really badly. But we did it in the end. Are you dead? Yeah. Might as well take that. I mean, it will fit. Too much junk in here. I'm not bothered about the meat. Can't fit 11 crates on. If I could fit 11 crates on, I'd have one just for 100 quality. But I can't, so it's going to go in the 1 to 10. Because I don't really pick up anything that is that low quality. Too much junk. Yeah, you can see that I go out and do a lot of archaeology. I've got loads of bags, so I can fill them up with fragments. Oh yeah, these are the lockpicks. I had to do more. I took 100 with me, various qualities, because I didn't know, what ones you need. Ooh, anaconda. We've still got Oh no, it's only the champion anaconda one that's left to do. I'll ignore that one then. Unless it wants to chase me. Yeah, I had to do more lockpicks. Luckily though, I'd come across a couple of meteors that I'd mined, so I just turned that into more lockpicks. So ran around, gathered some of these, made a forge from the shards and the clay that you get. Did a proper forge so that we could keep the decent quality. Let's take this one out. And yeah, made a load more lockpicks and carried on lockpicking. That took quite a while to get those chests open because I had such low skill, and I think it was something like 1% chance of being able to open the chest. So it's pretty good. Oh, that's that anaconda again. Come on, die. My skill with this one is not very good. There we go. Right. I'm going to go and wander off and do some of these treasure maps. My voice is starting to go a bit croaky, so I think I'm going to cut the stream short here. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.